Yo, salute, man. Knicks, how many more ways can you surprise us this season, man? When all is gone, all is lost. Not all is gone, all is lost. Let me not say it like that. But I mean, when guys are out, OG Randall, when you're like, you know what? Even myself, I said, yo, this is a game that it's okay for us to lose. It's fine. The number one offensive team in the league that we're playing against, number one fast break team. Too many weapons. Too many guys of our guys are hurt. And Brunson is like, did I hear you? If ye had faith of a mustard seed, man, yo, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Gmo Legion and Knicks, man. And make sure to visit UnderdogFantasy.com. Use the code word Legion LOK to get matched to $100. I appreciate you guys being here, man. Knicks win 109 to 105. How many more ways can I say this guy is special? Brunson is him. Brunson is what the NBA thought it had with Isaiah Thomas, the new one. What it did have with the old one, Isaiah Thomas. What it hasn't, I wouldn't say on the level, superstar level, but Steph Curry. Your man Jalen Brunson is the MVP this season. If we were talking about, and this is from you voters who love the stories, who love, hey, your man, I can't give it to Jordan every year. Charles Barkley deservedly had a great season. Yeah, he won in 93. Oh, I can't give it to freaking Kobe. I got to give it to Steve Nash because the 7 seconds or less offense. Oh, I got to give it to Westbrook after the triple-double season because everybody left him for dead and he did this all by himself. It's you guys who go for narratives. Okay, fair enough. When you look at the players who are probably ahead of Brunson, guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys like, well, before it wasn't B, but now he's out with a meniscus tear, so he's probably out the running. Guys like Jokic, okay, fair enough. On the surface, they have better stats than him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging 31 points off of 54%, shooting 34% from the field. Nikola Jokic this season is averaging 26.3 points off of 58.5% shooting, 35.8% from three. Doing better than last year as well, too. Right? But he won it last year, right? Y'all don't like to give it to people who just want to, y'all like the narratives because y'all would have gave it to Westbrook the year after he got it the first time because he averaged a triple-double for a second straight season. Y'all said, we tired of this. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, as great of a talent as he is, you could look at that team and say, well, that team on paper has more talent than the Knicks, and they beat us this season, right? And when you look at a guy like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's a part of what Sam Presti is building in terms of stockpiling picks and building so-called organically with the young players. Obviously, he came via trade, right? But there's something that has been blossoming for years, right? And as much as you watch Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as great of a talent as he is, do you feel that umph? Do you feel that maybe on a given night, Jalen Williams and Chet and guys like Dort and freaking Jalen Williams, the other one, even though he doesn't play that, he doesn't play a crazy amount. Can't say Giddey. Giddey's falling off. By the way, my draft assessment on Giddey's starting to come true. But I don't pray for people's downfall. But anyway. But you could say on any given night, those guys could carry that team. Or they're talented enough that their bench, their depth besides Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is way better than our depth besides Brunson. Let's just be clear and honest about it. And then when you look at the story behind Brunson, we're talking about an undersized guard who had to work his ass from when he started to become interested in basketball. Think about this, having a father who's an NBA player coming up and you're short. You're short. You thought you have the pedigree, but you're short. Small arms. You win 2 championships with Villanova. Okay, well, you had Mikal Bridges. You had Josh Hart that 1 year. And the second one you guys won, it was you, Mikal Bridges, Dante DiVincenzo, Amari Spellman. You guys had players. Okay. Gets drafted in the second round. Plays behind Luka Doncic. Oh, no, he's a good little bench piece. Playing a little bench piece. He's good. Oh, crap. Another year, he's our best player. According to Mark Cuban, he's our best player, not named Luka Doncic. And that was the year that your man Tim Hardaway Jr., I believe, was averaging like 16 points. He was arguably, on paper, the second best player. Okay. Brunson comes in and starts in the starting lineup. When Luka's out, your man is averaging, was it 17.8 points a game? Was it 7 to 8 assists to go along with it? But this Luka system is interchangeable. Things you could add here and there. It is what it is. Okay. They offer him the $4 million. They didn't offer him the $4 million deal that he will allegedly have taken. He's like, you know what? Let me go and play in New York. Let me go test my waters in New York, where they're trying to rebuild after crapping out with Kemba and Fournier, because that experiment flopped terribly. And Randall is looking like a Brahma Bull, destroying everything in the China shop. Your man's throwing up middle fingers, or it's not middle fingers, excuse me, thumbs downs at the crowd. It's going crazy. This front office, everything's falling apart. Tibbs is the tip cycle started to reignite. Your man Jalen Brunson comes over here and takes the mantle. Your man Jalen Brunson, when many people have shied away from coming to New York because the pressure is too much. Let's be honest. The fans will get on you. The media will get on you. That's the biggest thing. The media will get on you. Other places, when you're in Indiana, there's only one true beat writer, and they're gonna gussy up and suck up to you and do all that crap because they want good quotes. They want to be your buddy. That's one thing I say about New York. I know we are hyperbolic, and many times the media is very, very antagonistic. But at the very least, you're going to get some pushback. You're not going to get people going to sit up there and just freaking, I want to be buddy, suck up to you. Brunson's like, that's cool. That's fine. That's whatever. Comes and gets to the second round. Mind you, basketball players out there who've played the game of basketball, because now I'm doubting whether Candace Parker is even awake when she's on the court. It might be a zombie, or she might be getting the the Manchurian Candidate thing speaking to her ear. She doesn't remember what's happening. Your man goes in and does what he does against the Cavaliers. Randall's hurt with the ankle injury. RJ's your next best player, but everybody else is missing their shots. Goes and does the same and does even better against the Miami Heat. We're talking about a guy who's putting up 25 points plus a night off of what? Above 45% shooting from the field? What is it? 47, 48% shooting from the field? 41, 42% from three? A guy who in sneakers is 6'1". A guy who every night in, night out, for the people that say he's not a 1A player, please tell me all the defensive assignments, or give me the defensive assignments that Brunson has faced that's absolutely shut him down. I'll wait. They put their best guards on him. They put their best wings on him. Sometimes put their fours on him. Show me the guys who consistently shut down Jalen Brunson. I'll wait. The narrative is there for you, NBA. The small guard resurrecting the city, the Mecca, where now it's a joke. You have generations that they don't even, the Mecca. What do you guys do prayer over there? Wait, they do a thing for people of Islam over there? That they do the Mecca? Why do they call it the Mecca? I get the Mecca Medina. That's not Mecca. People are literally making fun of us for calling it the Mecca. This is basketball. It ain't like New York's high school basketball, as great as it once was and still decent as it is now. It's kind of fallen off. The Christ the King, St. Raymond's. And it's not the same like it was way back in the day in the 80s and the 90s. New York is no longer the center point of basketball. Just isn't. The world, the league, we've been passed by. And your man Brunson, with all the noise, questions around the front office. I still have questions on the front office. You already know that. Questions around Tom Thibodeau. Can he actually... He had Derrick Rose. He was blessed. He was fortunate. Can he actually develop or play alongside or get the best out of a young player? So many questions around his team. The RJ questions, the Randall questions, the Mitch Robinson injury questions. Who's your third star? Everything was all about getting the third star. And I still agree, still need a third star. Brunson just puts his head down and executes. I'm not faster than you, but I've got better footwork than you. I'm not the greatest of knockdown shooters I'm not Steph Curry, but I know I'm going to get to my spots. And I'm going to hit the shot on you. Suit to Coach Color Blocks for teaching me this word, proprioception. Something I used to think about, I just didn't know there's a word. Your man Brunson probably has some of the best proprioception off the dribble in the league. Once he gets in a rhythm, once he gets that little peak of space, he's killing you. Writers, what else do you need? What else do you need? Look at our team today. Take away Brunson. Look at the starting lineup today. Please take away Brunson and tell me on any given night, there's a lineup, and there's no disrespect to any of the players. Does Precious Achiuwa, Josh Hart, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Dante DiVincenzo, and give me a replacement level point guard, should that beat the number one offense in the league? Obviously, Brunson had 40, so but that squad, that depth, you're not looking at it and say, you know what? Yeah, we could take on any team on any given night, even if Brunson has a bad game or whatever he's missing. We have enough depth. Miles McBride had to come and chip in. Malachi Flynn had to come and chip in. Jericho Sims. And your man Brunson on a 40-piecer. Look down the barrel of the gun that is the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton trying to start trouble off after his little dunk, trying to push into Dante DiVincenzo. So to my brother Dante DiVincenzo, man. That guy is like, y'all remember Wayne Corbett for the Jets? How he came out? I know it's the white people comparison. I just have to. Come on. That's how you feel, bro. That's how you feel about Dante DiVincenzo. We're going to get to him. But what else do you need narrative-wise for Brunson? Undersized, but he gets to his spots. Short arms, but he can shoot anywhere on the floor. He can get white hot. He can facilitate when need be. He can play off the ball. Look at all the off-ball movement they did for Brunson to get the ball in spaces or get the ball in spots away from the focus of the Pacers defense. So he's not just sitting up there dribbling and you could double him. And bro, you can't stop Brunson. I'm waiting. Who can consistently stop? Tony Allen is retired. Marcus Smart ain't the same Marcus Smart of yesteryear. Avery Bradley is finito. Who? What is it what is the issue the league and these writers and what do y'all have with Brunson? Is it because y'all don't like James Dolan? If Brunson was anywhere else, because you guys after the in-season tournament said what? You guys said that Halliburton could be considered the best point guard in the league, not realizing that other teams probably did not have the same fervor incentive to play as hard. Pause. Even though they were regular season games were counted up to a certain point. As hard, they were not going to play as hard, pause, as other as the Pacers because they didn't have as many young players who were fighting for that extra $500K. I don't hear that Halliburton is the best point guard in the league anymore. I don't hear that anymore. Y'all got hyped and seduced because he was manufacturing and freaking forcing 20 assists a night. But a guy who literally has to put on, he has to produce. There are no fluff stats in Brunson's numbers. There are none. When he gets 7 or 8 assists, those are, oh yeah, okay, Brunson's looking to facilitate, pass, dribble, drive, penetration, kick to the guy underneath, Achiuwa cutting in from the corner, or Josh Hart cutting it. There's not one fluff stat regarding Brunson. There's nothing he does. He doesn't do anything for flash. He doesn't do anything because he's trying to pad his stats. He's trying to get wins in New York, the place where everybody written off. People are calling New Jersey, oh, New Jersey's running New York. You had that in the New Yorker with the ugly-ass art. KD, Kyrie. And look where they at now. Not in Brooklyn, Harden. Look where they at now. Not in Brooklyn, Ben Simmons. He scores 10 points one night, has to sit the next night because he's finito. His back is done. I'm not making fun of that because herniated disc, that's serious. And he has hip issues. But he's not Ben Simmons before. And even Ben Simmons before is not better than Brunson now. The old dead king arising because Brunson's breathing life into it. This 6'1". Y'all can make it a King Arthur Phil. I don't know what these damn stories. Y'all can make a David and Goliath. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Got this little Lego man running around Freaking Titans out there on the floor. What more do y'all need for a narrative build? Jokic doesn't even care for basketball. That's how good he is. He'd rather ride his horses. He'd rather bring a horse to the court seats if he could. SGA, like I said, that team has been budding and building up, and SGA is a great player. But that team, they're building up something there. The whole team. Brunson is doing this without Randall, without OG Anunoby, without Mitchell Robinson. 3 key players. And also, too, you gave up 2 players for OG and Anunoby. So you're really missing you missed the production of 2 players or 1. Or at most 2. With RJ and IQ. And Brunson's still making it work. The gravity guy, creating for everybody else. 40 points tonight. Because he's not a 1A player, Becky Hammond. He didn't do better in the second against the Heat versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, Candace Parker, even though basic math would tell you that. Stephen A. Smith didn't even vote for this guy in the All-Star game. Now he wants to take it back. Yo, man, there is an agenda, James. I don't know what you did behind the scenes, bro. I don't know what you did behind the scenes. Maybe you paid too many workers and helped them out during the pandemic. Maybe you cared about humans too much. Now, granted, I'm not saying you're the best of owners. You've had your faux pas, but you stayed out of the limelight. You stayed out of the way for the most part. You let the front office, you let the coach do their thing. I don't know what you did, but the league hates you. And it's trickling to guys like Jalen Brunson because if he was any place else, he'll be getting... Tyrese Halliburton was being considered one of the best point guard in the league. A league that still had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that still had freaking Steph Curry, that still had Donovan Mitchell, that still had Dame Lillard. I didn't want to mention Jalen Brunson. I'm just mentioning these other guards. And Halliburton, after 1 to 2 months, was the best point guard in the league. I still have not. Jalen Brunson can't even get a consideration of being a 1A player. That's not 1A? Tell me the 1B here. Becky Hammond, who's the 1B in that squad tonight? In that next squad, tell me the 1B player that take out Brunson, right? Or give me the 1A player that's in that squad tonight. Because on the flip side, y'all say that Halliburton's the 1A player, right? Or he can't be your best team tag. It's weird how I think it was it Stephen A. Smith or whichever clown said he can't be your best player on the floor, and yet he's the best player on the floor tonight between both teams. Halliburton could have played because of hamstring. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter. And he looked most effective in that. I think it was in the third quarter. He's hitting all those threes. Right? Pascal's my guy, did not look good tonight against that Knicks team for the most part. I don't care what, bro. Pascal was not carrying that team to victory tonight. So who's the best player on the court? I'll wait. You can never be your best player. Yo, y'all cognitive dissonance is so disgusting. You can't just say, you know what, I was wrong. Suit to Kendrick Perkins. Because you're the only dude you try to be objective on the niche. Now you have the Knicks as a top 4 team in the league. You're the only guy. And I'm not saying this because you do that for us, but you call us out when it's like, yo, they're deficient in this area. Everybody else, what do y'all be doing? What homework do y'all be doing before these shows? Y'all watching X videos or something? What y'all watching? What are y'all watching? P-Hub? What are y'all watching before these shows? Man, let me get to this game, man. I know I've just rambled on for 20, 30 minutes, but I just get disgusted how this guy does this on a night-night basis. This guy is special. All the narratives around him, and yet he can't be considered a 1B player. I mean, a 1A player. That's crazy, man. Jalen Brunson. The Knicks tonight, man. Absolute beauty of a game versus the Pacers. Look, they weren't perfect on the field. This was a greedy game. Jalen Brunson is probably the most efficient player on the floor tonight. Most proficient as well too. Knicks shot 40% from the field, which is terrible. Shot 21.1% from 3, which is god awful. Shot 76% from the stripe, 19 for 25. But they won the rebounding battle, 60 rebounds for the Knicks, around 36 rebounds between Pressure Achua and Isaiah Hartenstein. Excellent display by those two guys. And only 15 assists for the Knicks versus 21 for the Pacers. But again, this was a game where you just had to, it was grit and grind, man. Let me talk first. I've talked about Brunson. I mean, if you watch him tonight, bruh, he was all over the floor. Couldn't stay in front of him. Getting hit in the face several times. All that contact and absolutely nothing Not absolutely. Let me take that back. He did shoot 9 for 11 from the stripe. But it's hilarious. Whenever it's the Knicks, it's Carmelo Anthony's too powerful. So we're not going to give him the calls, despite the fact that Carmelo Anthony LeBron James is getting all those calls, despite his physicality. Oh, Brunson, is it? But y'all give Trae Young every little contact. It got so bad, again, I'm going to say this again, Lloyd Pierce went up to it was a conference of teams. He complained about his own player to the league, saying it's not right that Trae Young is getting these foul calls. Jalen Brunson is doing this without being a chosen. Trae Young a chosen. Embiid a chosen. Luka is a chosen. All these guys, they generate how many points from the free throw line night out? Anywhere from 40 to 60% of the freaking points. Then when they get to the playoffs and the shots are not called like that anymore, then they look pedestrian. Oh, he didn't want it in the playoffs. No. He just tried the same crap he did in the regular season. It didn't work. And Brunson is doing this without that help. I know he was 9 for 11. If this was anybody else, they would have shot 20 free throws tonight with how Brunson was getting hit. All that contact. Didn't matter who you put in front of him. Buddy Hield's a terrible defender. You cooked him in the post. Buddy Hield's 6'5". Your man Brunson 6'1". The one shot, there's one when I think he shot the ball against Naismith of the backboard. Naismith just had to do this. Like, are you serious, dogs? Dribble handoffs. Him, Josh Hart. Him, I Hart. Getting him the ball. Driving through the wing. Baseline chip. Like, bro, you can't do nothing against Brunson. You can't. He's he's drunken master. You want to overplay play the closeout? Pfft, got him. You jumping it? Got him. You don't go for the first fake, you go for the second fake? Got him. You go for the third fake? Got him. MVP performance. MVP performance. What else can I say? This dude Brunson he makes me. I ain't trying to get sentimental. This dude was almost crying when they talk about him getting his first All-Star. Salute to Alan Hahn for that interview. By the way, Alan Hahn, you're the same guy who said that the Knicks, these Knicks fans want that old school '90s defense and blah blah blah. Yeah, that old school '90s defense has been holding teams down to 100 points a game in the last 15 games, which has helped us with this 9-game winning streak. Defense in the regular season matters, my guy, Alan Hahn. All due respect. Don't issue that 90s defense, because that 90s defense, aggressive closeouts, switching, properly be able to switch, harassing on the boards on both ends, but on the defensive end, hounding on those defensive boards, protecting the middle, making them have to go out there and shoot 3-point shots, but closing out quick enough so now they hesitate to shoot that 3-point shot in rhythm. That 90s defense, right? 9-game winning streak. Without that 90s defense, we not. Nah. Without Brunson, without Mitch Robinson on offensive boards, and you traded IQ, so you don't even have that legitimate. I don't say IQ was he was a microwave player from the bench. You don't even have that option. Nah, Allen. But suit to Brunson, man. I don't want to talk too much about this dude is tearing up. Special moments in the Garden, bro. Brunson, David and Goliath type ish, bro. That's my son Brunson, man. F everything you heard, but I Heart Precious. Let me give y'all flowers, man. The rebounding tonight, and like I said, 36 rebounds between you two. Say what you want about Tom Thibodeau. He can get the most out of a effing rock. Precious Achiuwa, the guy that we all thought was a throw-in. Precious Achiuwa, oh, he's clumsy. He's not gonna do nothing. Your man gave you freaking 16 rebounds, 12 points tonight. On the boards, looking like freaking Adebisi with a headband out there, bro. Say what you want. It is weird. Nick Nurse cannot get the best out of Precious Achiuwa. These championship level coaches couldn't get the best out of Precious Achiuwa. And I've seen the best out of Precious Achiuwa in the last 5 games. Last 7 games, let me say. Come on, like, bruh, what do y'all, hey man, what do y'all want from Tibbs, bruh? What do y'all want from Tibbs, bruh? He's doing this against the Pacers who had Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam. Really? Really, my G? Last 5 games, 18 points against Utah, 9 against Charlotte, then 4, 2, and 6. Rebounding 5, 5, 10, 10, 9. Come on, bro. What are we doing here? Blocks 2 against Utah, 1 against the Jazz, the Hornets, 2 against the Heat, 1 against Denver. When have you ever seen pressure? Yo, come on, man. His plus minuses. Plus 14 against the Utah Jazz. Plus 21 against Charlotte. Plus 19 against Miami. Plus 18 against Denver. Plus 13 versus Brooklyn. I know it's a team stat, so you can't really read it off individually. But again tonight, plus 7 against the Indiana Pacers. Against a team we should have lost to. Against a team whose front court should have dominated us. From outside and inside. Pascal on the inside. Turner on the outside. Your man pressures are switching. Your man pressures moving laterally with defenders to the basket. Bro, come on, son. Come on. And he got 4 steals? Like, yo, hey, yo. There are more role players than there are stars in the league. And Tom Thibodeau seems to know what he's doing with these role players, bro. They are playing out of their minds. Isaiah Hartenstein, you look like you're back. I appreciate you, my guy. He led the team. Didn't I say before today's game, your man Isaiah Hartenstein is going to have to do what? If anybody was in the pregame, I said Isaiah Hartenstein would have to do what? I'll wait. I know someone else here with me. I said he had to be the focal point of the offense or be part of the focal point of the offense in terms of facilitating playmaking for others. He led the team in assists tonight. 6 of them. 6. And I know Brunson's out there scoring, so it's not a clean comparison. But your man Isaiah Hartenstein was doing everything tonight in terms of facilitating handoffs, catching guys in spot, handoff and screen. Josh Hart finishing. Yo, bro, man. Isaiah Hartenstein, say what you want, bro. Say what you want. He feeds the needy, man. He feeds the needy, bro. He's on some real, like, yo, give me your tight, give me your poor type ish, bro. I love his game. I love his tenacity. The finishing today through the contact, had the N1 even though he missed the free throw afterwards. But we talk about reigniting the crowd, bro. We talk about we always get glimpses of these types, right? Remember back in the day we had Kyle O'Quinn, who was a good passer, but he wasn't a great defender. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joakim Noah, obviously he was a shell of himself with the Knicks when he came, but you wanted that Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls. But we now get it together, and partially because of the talent, because Isaiah Hartenstein's been bubbling for a while. The Clippers had a really good year, but he's still a part-time player. But Tom Thibodeau, his ability to teach willing and able bigs needs to be examined. Say what you want about. It's funny, we only care about what the stars, what they've said about Tom Thibodeau or how they play. And the only 2 stars, again, is really just Cat, and then you could say, even though it wasn't a star, but Kyle Korver. But those are the guys they say they want to run through a wall for Tibbs. All of them. Just look at what the Knicks did tonight with Isaiah Hartenstein and Precious, man. Like, that front court, come on, bro. That front corner paper is not scaring you. And I don't mean that as no disrespect. I'm just saying, on paper, if you know them for all their career, not just this year, all their career, they're not scaring you. It's not one part of their game that's scaring you. And yet Tom Thibodeau, and like I said, I wish they would do more split action. Because we actually have good guard screeners. Like, we do the one play, like even against the Jazz, I think it was for Dante's like last 3, where it's like almost like a buddy system where you have one guard and then you have the shooter, and the guard / wing kind of sets the screen for the shooter on the outside, sends that little pin down screen to get the open shot for the outside guy. So sometimes they're kind of like work with each other based on where the ball handler is, where the strong side is, and kind of like then they'll pivot over to the weak side or somehow move over to the weak side, and then the guard will maybe move over to the other side and get to that shooter while one guy pins down. And Tom Thibodeau, look, it's not the most intricate of offenses. I think the things that Tom Thibodeau could add in, but you also need the pieces to do it. And I think at this point, obviously, like Nick has told you guys before, there are walkthroughs and whatnot, but maybe it's maybe too hard to create some split action. Even though we have one aspect of it where the little dribble handoffs, and sometimes you see guys kind of at the wing maybe trying to set like a quasi screen, and then one guy splits. So it is like there are little flashes of things of that nature. But Isaiah, just let me say, man, Isaiah Hartenstein, man, you've been a godsend for the Knicks. You are overplaying your contract now. Thank you, Will Hardy, for making his trade value go even further up, man. Miles McBride, my son, man. People doubted us. Miles McBride. People doubted us. There were people out there saying that you're too short. You can't shoot. The shooter's not wasn't gonna translate to from the G League to the NBA. Miles, yo, Miles, man. Uh, it's good to see my son Bob Huggins, man. You got a real one, bro. You did good. You did good, Bob Huggins. You did good, Bob Huggins. I appreciate you, my guy. Suit to West Virginia, man. God bless you. God bless you. Even though you're not, unfortunately, you're the former coach of West Virginia, unfortunately. But, yo, Bob Huggins, man, you did good. You did good. These high character players who can execute, who can also play hard. Yo, look, when you are not a great player, your talent's not working for you. Your work ethic has to. Your man Miles McBride, we could talk about the defense, him moving laterally, hounding plays night out, trying to be aggressive. We saw this since who's your man from Auburn, point guard who got drafted by the Hawks. I don't even know if he's in the league anymore. I don't think he's in the league anymore. Short dude, I'm forgetting his damn name. When I saw him do that in the summer league, bro, I said, nah, bro, your man Miles McBride is something special. But the fact that now he's able to shoot, Thibodeau's doing the same thing Popovich does, man. Hey, give me defense. Run the floor, make the proper pass, rebound. I'll give you a few shots from outside, and then we'll see what you can do from there. And your man Miles McBride has turned it around this season. This is a guy who was shooting, what, 30% from three? 33%. He was shooting Garbaggio. No, he was shooting, I was right, 30% from three. Because I remember it was terrible last year. He's shooting 46.3% from three in the same attempts, 2.3 attempts a game. The same attempts from last year. So that means you just worked on your craft. For all the guys out there who want to party and, do it up with Jalen Green, please get out that situation. Hey, let me chill. You got guys out here who working hard in their games, man. Let me just work on one aspect of my offense. Let me work on the one thing that's going to help Tom Thibodeau have a competent offense. Right now, your man Miles McBride ranks in the 92nd percentile for catch and shoot, shooting 42.6% from the field off of catch and shoot, 61.5% effective field goal shooting. Off catch and shoots, bro. Ranks in 92nd percentile. Bro. Don't sit up here and tell me Tom Thibodeau can't coach the kids. He can't work with the kids. When you see the maturation of these young players right before your eyes. Let me say something real quick too, man. Obi Toppin, man, stop. Get ready for your next team. No disrespect. But all that, now you want to start shooting threes in motion. Stop. Obi. I'm partially joking. Obi had himself a little cute little first half, 4 for 10 from the field, 2 for 2 from three, had 12 points. Didn't play in the fourth quarter for the most part. Halliburton also didn't play in the fourth quarter as well too because you hear me, but you want to talk all that trash. Yo, Halliburton, humble yourself, man. You not that dude, bro. You keep getting hurt and your team falters, bro. So that's what, 4-7 in the last 11 now? I'm just saying, Halliburton, humble yourself, man. I like you as a player, but you doing that stuff to Dante, who I'm going to get to, bro. Dante ain't no punk, man. Dante's no punk, bro. Like, you talking about for Villanova, you talking about tough kids. You talking about kids who had to look at their futures and say, I'm not going to be a star, I'm going to be a soldier. Them cats from Villanova literally looked at their futures, and Jay Wright probably told them, like, look, you guys ain't going to be no damn superstars when you get to NBA. This ain't University of Kentucky. But I'm going to get you a solid 10 to 15-year career if you follow what we've learned here at Villanova, if you incorporate that into your life in the NBA. You work hard, you train hard, you play your fundamentals, you jump off 2 feet. Suit to Zay for putting me onto that. You jump off with your 2 feet. You play strong fundamentals. You may not be putting up 20-some points a night. You're going to put a 15. Maybe some nights you might have a 25-spotter or a 30-spotter even. Some nights you might have 5, 6, 7. But the hard work, the defense, the closeouts, moving the ball around, the rebounding, premium. And you're going to live for 10 to 15 years and you be straight. Bruh, Dante is a tough player. I know he struggled today with the shooting. He had some shots. There was a run, I want to say in the third or fourth quarter, where we had a decent lead. No. What am I thinking? No. This may be the fourth quarter. No, I think it's fourth quarter. And he was taking some bad shots. Like he rushed one shot that I remember. And again, he didn't have the greatest of offensive nights tonight. Shot 8 for 26 from the field, which is terrible. 4 for 16 from three, 25%. But he hit that. I'm sorry for yawning because I just came back for the game, so I apologize for yawning. Your man Dante had that one three in the first half. He struggled for like literally all the game. He had 3 threes in the first half, and then he had one in the fourth. So he struggled mightily, and he missed some give, like he just missed shots. It wasn't like he was taking the worst shots. He did rush one, but he hit that one clutch one. It was 87-82, got within 2 points. Um, that was a clutch one, man. And the fact that Knicks just kept chipping away. Indiana Pacers, they were in a groove, man. Halliburton got into his 3-point shooting groove. I think he made like 2 or 3 of them in a row. Um, Naismith hit one of them in the first half. That I remember kind of like it helped build that lead. It was like it got to a 9-point lead, and they were just answering right back. We were getting buckets at one point, but they just kept answering right back. And man, hey, give it to this team. I'm speechless, bro. I just don't even know what to really say anymore about this team. Like, even when you have guys like Dante who kind of struggle, it's like, bro, and I'm watching Miles McBride out there attacking the basket, finishing with both hands and at odd angles, bro, through contact, being fearless. And give it also up to Tom Thibodeau, too. The offensive game plan tonight was like, look, we know Brunson's going to have to go out there and try to give us 30, 40 points. But let's get him in spots. Like I said, dribble handoffs, playing away from the ball, having him screen off and on and off of, guards out there, or away from them. Like when he denied he went away from the screen that McBride was trying to set and shot the 3 at the wing. I think that's his only 3 for the night. So give it to Tom Thibodeau. The game plan tonight was beautiful. We had to play 8 people out there tonight because the 3 refs, them no calls on us. Yo, man, dogs. This, when you talk about well coached, when you talk about guys coming together, this is 3 out of 4 years Tom Thibodeau is getting the most out of or 2 out of 3 years, excuse me, or 2 out of 4 years. Let me say that Tom Thibodeau is getting the most out of a hobbled, incomplete team. Simple as that. Even Jericho Sims he had 3 blocks. He had some. Oh, bro, the block he had, was it Nebhard? Where he got beat. Was it Nebhard who beat him? I have to watch this again because I think it was like Nebhard who beat him to the spot near the baseline. And your man recovered and still got the block. Again, I talk about Jericho Sims having to go to center school, but when we talk about protecting the help, you can't sit up there and tell me that the way that Jericho Sims is timing his blocks is not something that Tom Thibodeau has passed or at least imbued or put into guys like Mitch Robinson, who, as good of a defender as he was. So, yeah, it was Nebhard. He didn't drive baseline. He drove through the middle and still got blocked. He beat your man for like a split second, and Jericho Sims was able to recover. But the fact that Tom Thibodeau was getting these bigs to make proper jumps in terms of blocking, defending, right? Because with Tom Thibodeau, it's all about forcing him to create a bad shot versus just go out there for the block, which Mitch Robinson's rookie year where he's just block hungry. Tom Thibodeau refined that. Knows it well. Who's always a good defender of the rim, but he became MVP-like in terms of defending at the rim that one year. Tom Thibodeau's first year. And now you see with Jericho Sims. Now you see with Isaiah Hartenstein. Jericho Sims, the same Jericho Sims that a few days ago, we were talking about how bad he was in terms of the center fundamentals. His jumping, his time was off. And now you're starting to see it coalesce like this. Yo, man. Yo, let me chill, bro. I don't want to cry, bro. I don't want to cry. I don't know why. I want to say I don't see the glory, man, but the ghost of Ewing and Houston, man. They talking right now, bro. They chirping a little bit too much. Chill. Y'all doing too much. I want to conjure up no spirits, man. I don't believe. Yo, son, bro. I'm a child of God. Chill, son. You doing too much, man. You doing too much, man. But to beat the pace tonight. By the way, Jalen Smith. Why you do that, Jalen Smith? You had 20 points. Why you do this to me? You my son. And everybody, people. Noah Cahill. You know that's my son. That was me and your son from Maryland. But, of course, my son, Jalen Smith, who had a solid game tonight. 9 for 11 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 20 points, 9 rebounds. I got to go and throw that at some other people who doubted my player choosing skills. Again, I'm only down on Bouknight, and I'm down on Bouknight and Josh Christopher. Other than that, my draft picks have been hidden. I don't care what none of y'all say, bro. I don't care what none of y'all say. We hitting over here, though, but an excellent game by Tom Thibodeau. Again, 9 games in a row And this is not an easy run of games beating teams. Like I said, the Jazz, beating the Denver Nuggets. I mean, son, what more can I say about this Knicks team, man? Um, the Raptors were the Miami Heat. Like, bruh, the last team we lost to was the Magic, who, again, that's a nice little litmus test for us because I think that the Magic just have they're a matchup problem. So if we get over that hump, man, even though we don't play them till February 14th, but yeah, what I'm seeing for this Knicks team, man, with all these guys hobbled, Tom Thibodeau will get the best out of what he has. Period. You may not like him. You may not. You have people like who's your man I was making fun of? Him and Elfrid Payton. He's just like, oh yeah, Tom Thibodeau. We'll talk about that later. Stop. You weren't good enough for the team, Elfrid Payton. That's no disrespect for you. You weren't good enough for the team because you went elsewhere and you didn't do anything. And the dude from UNC, I forget his name, he has a podcast. You weren't good, period. No offense. I don't know where you get off that you were like entitled to anything that Tom Thibodeau had to do for you. You should be the guy that's in the locker room. You should be the guy that's studying film 24. Like you, I don't want to be disrespectful, but whatever your issues are with Tom Thibodeau, I have a feeling that Tom Thibodeau's right. just put it like that. I don't mean no disrespect to you. But whatever issues you have with Tom Thibodeau, I assume Tom Thibodeau was right. You are not that dude. I see you play. You are not that dude. That's all I want to say. But again, masterclass by Tom Thibodeau. Jalen Brunson is MVP. If you want to talk about narratives, I don't want to hear about it's the stats. I don't want to hear that no more because you guys want stories and narratives for ratings and content. Because I can name a whole bunch of guys who should have won MVPs besides the guys that you picked for several years, not even just these past few years. You go back to Kobe and Nash. Really? That was the year that Kobe had 81 points, right? But Steve Nash. Now I like Steve Nash a lot, but so if it's narratives, then Jalen Brunson with relatively weaker point and finishing field goal percentage stats than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and doesn't have a chip, and is more interesting of a player than your man Jokic, then you tell that how's he not win MVP with Embiid out? Assuming Embiid is out, and I'm not knock on wood. I hope he can recover, but meniscus tear with his body, pause. Nah, I don't think he's gonna be playing again this season. He's out. He's out of the running. Just put it like that. He's out of the running. You want to say Donovan Mitchell? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. While we're in third, don't do that. Don't get me wrong. Donovan Mitchell is my son. I love watching Donovan Mitchell play, but no. And Dame Lillard. Let's be honest. Let's be serious. Come on. Let's be serious. Dame Lillard's really an MVP. With Giannis playing alongside him, really? No, let's not do that. let's not change the rules now because Jalen Brunson has shown that he should be the MVP and that he's destroyed all your preconceived notions of what an MVP should look like. Nah, let's not play those games. But guys, I appreciate you dropping in, checking out this video. Please stay tuned for more and more content. There's so much more we got to talk about. I got to talk about Randall and 2 to 3 week diagnosis he's gotten, or not diagnosis, but timeline he's gotten to the next checkup, which could be a positive for the Knicks. Got a lot to talk about, man. Please stay tuned. Make sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the dark notification bell to get each and every notification for each and every video. It's your boy Gmo, Legion of Knicks. I appreciate you. Peace, Lou. God bless. We are out.